Hope your Friday's not going astray, because we're kicking your weekend off right here on the Discussion Combustion Production YouTube channel. Happy Friday, America. Mash the gas, DCPC, the YouTube channel of fun, guys. And we're kicking your weekend off right with silly articles, would you rathers, and all the fun things. My name, Kevin Badstone. 2 weeks to go in the NASCAR season. I am ready for some time off from that sport, of course. But I love doing these shows. And I got to bring in my man across the table. That is Arthur, the Automaton Annihilator Raw.
Oh, wow. That's right. We have a new servant of liberty in the house, and we have another hell diver that's joined the ranks. Hey, you got to keep moving if you want that cardiovascular health. Thanks for joining. Happy Friday, America. It's October 24th, man.
It's a big day in history, art. What do we got going on here? Looks like you got some juice in here. Let the people know what happened.
Hey, some of these I wanted to dive into, but I can't I can make a whole show about today in history, I swear. So the year 79, okay, Mount Vesuvius erupts. Okay? Vesuvius. This is like the Pompeii explosion. All right, so this volcano erupts, burying the city of Pompeii, Herculaneum, Oplantis. It would be better if I said it fast, but I'm not. So either way, this volcano goes off, killing thousands of people. New research in 2018 suggests that the eruption occurred around this date in history, and it was previously thought that it erupted in August 24
of 79.
Yes,
not 1979, but the year 79.
Yes,
AD.
Yes,
that's 79. A long time ago.
Yeah, so kind of a cool one. Everyone's heard about the volcano of Pompeii, even though I butchered some city names there. But yeah, apparently that happened in October, many hundreds of years ago. Yes, very long time ago. So we're going to 1593. This one I did have to do a little research on. So apparently there's an alleged teleportation of a Spanish soldier, Gil Perez, from the Philippines to Mexico. So that was the Today in History fact. I'm like, what is going on with this? And so I started doing some research, and there's like this folklore about it. Everybody in Mexico knows about it. And they're saying that maybe he was teleported by aliens or he was abducted by aliens. And how he was proving that he was teleported, he was talking about events that were occurring in the Philippines, and which were then later confirmed by people who actually traveled by boat, maritime travel, to Mexico, and talking about these same events that this guy was talking about. So obviously in the 1500s, you know, so we're not teleporting nowadays. As long they might not be telling us, maybe we are, but yeah. So that one's a crazy one. There's some folklore around it. Do you think teleportation exists?
I think it's a possibility.
Okay. Let's not count anything out here because it's a Friday. Anything can happen on a fun Friday. 1861, first U.S. transcontinental telegram is sent from San Francisco to Washington, D.C. And then another American one here. This one's coming from the French. Thank you for the Statue of Liberty. In 1881, Levi P. Morton, U.S. ambassador to France, drives the first rivet into the Statue of Liberty. And that is Today in History.
I've been to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah?
Just an amazing piece of history. It's awesome to be there, feel the energy of it. You take a little ferry over to it. It's massive. You're sitting there looking up. It's like 3 hours to the top is what it says at the bottom, because you can go all the way up to her crown.
Why is it 3 hours?
It's like a long tour, and it's a long way up. You're in line. People are moving slowly. They can only allow so many people up at a time.
What's on the inside of that thing?
Oh, it's massive.
So it's like a museum in there, or?
Look, I can't give away those kind of secrets. You got to go visit it yourself. All right, moving on now. We got some sea otters doing some thieving out in California again. That's right, out in Santa Cruz, California. I don't remember if we covered this back in the Happy Friday Denver days, but there was a sea otter that was doing some theft. They're not sure if it's the same otter, but he is stealing the surfboards. All the guys out there ripping, dropping in, doing their surfing. The seal's like, I want that.
How's the seal pulling off, like, taking a whole surfboard?
He's getting on it. He's climbing up on it and floating on it.
Oh, so he's, like, stealing the action.
Yeah, he wants in. And they're not sure if it's the same one that was doing it, but he has picked up on the behavior of these surfers. And when they fall off in the wave, he moves in, and he's getting on it.
Okay.
Yeah, these sea otters, they're adorable.
Dude, I think that's an awesome article. Because it just goes to show you, anyone who's out there questioning if animals feel emotion, They definitely do. They want to have fun. They want to splash in puddles. They want to ride surfboards.
Look, and people think that they're the cutest thing ever. But you got to be careful because you're dealing with a wild animal here.
Yeah.
Right? And so you're kind of getting in close contact. You're in their environment, swimming in their world, with your surfboard. He can have the board. He can take it.
Well, and the picture moments. And look, sea otters, absolutely adorable mammals. But in the Amazon River, they are one of the apex predators in the Amazon Basin River. Yeah, so otters, they're pack hunters.
They're smart.
They're great communicators. They'll take on caiman. They're awesome animals. They really are cool.
Yeah, so nod to the sea otter this week. So I'm bringing it with my lead article.
Hang 10.
Doing some surfing out there, man. Just wanting to rip.
Hang 10 to all mammal kind. Okay, and if
you got to do some walking, Art. Everyone knows you like to walk.
I love to walk, and I don't mind talking about this every quarter.
Look, if you're going to walk the walk, you got to talk the talk.
Yeah, and if you really want to extend your cardiovascular health, then you got to move your legs and do some movement. So there's a new study out, and it was only women in this study, but I truly believe that this applies to all seniors and probably just humans in general as far as health and cardiac health. But there are only women in this study. But what we're looking at here is if you walk 4,000 steps 1 to 2 days a week, then that will help you live longer. So what they're finding here is that 4,000 steps can significantly help seniors live longer and lower risk of heart disease. They're saying that 4,000 steps 1 to 2 days per week will lower cardiovascular disease risk by like 26 to 27%. Or sorry, it's 27% for cardiovascular and then 26% for lower mortality. That's just death.
Only 1 to 2 days a week, huh?
Yeah, 1 to 2 days a week. And one thing about this too is it's not about it is about the total number of steps, but not the amount of days. So really, you could do it all in one.
So you could do 8,000.
Or you could do like
2,000 4 times.
Yeah. So you could do smaller walks. You could do longer walks.
What's your average steps per walk, do you think?
As long as you're getting the steps in, I probably get around 6,000 a day. Doing like a 3-mile walk in that day.
You do like 5-day week walks, so that's like 30,000 steps a week.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit.
So I'm getting it in, and honestly, I feel better than I ever have. And whenever my energy is low and I go on a walk, even though like every walk is not the best walk, but I always feel better after that walk.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure, because I'm not just sitting around on my butt. So whether it's done in a burst or like all at once or cut up, you're still going to get the benefits. They're emphasizing setting realistic activity goals for older adults. Like anyone can, I mean, unless you're really hurting, but even if you have a walker, you could get out there and still get some steps in and just move the body. Even occasional walking can boost longevity and heart health. And so we're encouraging everybody to stay active, okay? And we're using this article out of the Good News Network. I'm prying hard on their news this week.
Great.
And yeah, so go get some steps in, go walk, and live longer and enjoy your life.
I think that's great. It's good to keep it moving. I'm going to keep it moving right now, Art, to my random records. A fun one this week. I kind of perused, Record Breaker Rush out there doing some things, but, in the theme of gaming and that kind of being how we brought it in,
yeah,
we're going to keep it going with this record. And so there was a massive gameplay that took place over the skies of Miami to break the world record for the largest video game display flown by a helicopter. The TV was 215 square feet, so it was massive, and they were playing a game. People were watching this from,
wherever.
Wherever you could see, basically wherever you could see it from. And I believe the game they were playing was Ninja Gaiden 4.
Okay, that's like a new release.
Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Is it any good?
I haven't. Look, Ninja Gaiden is one of the classic video games. So they recently released a new one, and the gaming community is pretty happy about it. Yeah,
and they decided to take it to the skies and get a record with. I guess Heli D is one of the media companies that put this together, and now it's an official record for the largest gameplay flown by a helicopter.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
To be one of the gamers, to be able to game that,
I know,
sounds so much fun. And this is an awesome idea. You can rent out a movie theater and have them hook up a Switch or whatever you want, and you can go play video games in a movie theater. For I don't know how much it costs, but that's something I got to do before I kick the bucket.
That would be pretty fun.
Is go rent out a movie theater and have all the boys come there and we could game in the movie theater. That'd be so much fun.
When NASCAR 25 dropped last week, a lot of our racetracks had these huge broadcasting boards for the fans to be able to see, replays and stuff, and they're massive, and they were all playing it from the grandstands on the mega board, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is fun, man. Some good gaming, and I'm so happy again to welcome you into the Helldiver 2 community, and I'm really excited to have you there.
It's been a good week,
and we're gonna play tonight.
It's been a good week. We might. There's other things happening on this Friday night. But
but we got down on Wednesday, and that was
Wednesday
awesome.
night was awesome.
Wednesday night was awesome. And next we're going to jump into the Would You Rather of the week. But first, we have to cover last week's Would You Rather. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was about ridiculously sized shoes or super small beds.
Yeah. So it was, do you want to sleep on the ridiculously tiny child mattress with your feet hanging off?
Okay.
Or have to wear clown shoes, big old boat shoes where you're clomping, tripping over shit. I went with the clown shoes. You went with the tiny bed.
Yes.
America's going with you.
Well, yeah, because they imagine driving or running up the stairs or anything.
I'm kind of a clown, It fits me.
Let's go, America.
I'm sticking with my answer on that with the clown shoes. I want the mega-sized bed. I'll be rolling around in there while you guys are all curled up, having separate beds, doing all that wild shit. I'll take the clown shoes.
Hey, that's all right. Thank you, everybody, for voting and being a part of our weekly Would You Rather.
Yes.
And this week's Would You Rather, Kevin is going to present.
Yeah, so this is kind of a basic one, but one that you kind of got to think about. Like, I don't know if it's a quick, easy answer. For me, I could go either way on this. So, America, Arthur, whoever's tuning in, would you rather have more time or more energy?
Okay.
So do that with you, Will. More time.
So how does more time, what does that look like?
Well, we're always complaining, well, there's not enough time. I don't have time. I don't have time. How many people say that?
So does that mean that, I just don't have, a job to go to?
It can mean whatever you want it to mean.
Or I actually just move faster? Or, for some reason, I have a 36-hour day?
Yeah, maybe, you found a way to be in total control of your time and money, like the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And so now, you have the would you rather. Would you rather have all that time to do whatever you want? Or would you rather have more energy?
Okay. I'm going more time. I normally don't have an issue with energy in general, so I'm not hurting there. But there's definitely areas where I'm like, wow, I just didn't have enough time to do everything in one day.
But there's a chance where you will have a lot of time, but you're gonna be really tired.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being tired and having time to take a nap.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going with you on this.
I'm going more time for sure.
I'm going more time as well because time is money, time is memories. Look, time is inevitable. Arthur Raw wrote a song one time, Article Raw. Time will not stop.
It will not stop.
So if we can get more of it, let's take it.
Yes, I'm going more time on this one. Where are you going, America? You adding more hours to your day? You getting more time? Or do you want more energy? Or are you just a lethargic person that really needs that extra boost? People who drink energy drinks all the time seem to just be tired.
I feel like it gives them it's like coffee drinkers too. It gets your head in the game and then there's a crash period.
I'm not crashing off my coffee, but I'm not putting sugar in it. I'm not putting cream in it or half and half. I'm drinking it black.
Everybody's different. I don't drink energy drinks. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
When I do, it makes my urine smell weird and it gives me the not really the shakes, but it kind of jittery.
Oh yeah, you get a little. Yeah.
It just makes me feel weird, so I just stay away from it. But
yeah, I could see that. But now Halloween is right around the corner, and we all know that black cats seem to create superstition. Kev, what's going on?
Well, Halloween's 1 week away, if you can believe that, America, but it certainly is. And if you're in the Spanish town over there in Spain of Terrassa, they have temporarily banned any adoptions on black cats. So I'm not really sure how that works, with, I guess they put a city ordinance in, hey, you got to put a halt on them. Because currently there are 100 cats in this local shelter, 12 of which are black.
Okay.
So 12% of their population you can't adopt right now. Now, when does the ban get lifted? Is it November 1st? Is it somewhere? The idea is they're trying to keep the superstitious behavior to a minimum.
What are people doing to these cats?
There's rituals. Like if you see a black cat, if you walk under a ladder. What other Halloween superstitions is there? There's a couple.
Well, so what are these cats in danger, and that's why they're
I don't think they're in danger. I think they're trying to stop these Halloween rituals. And
well, what's one of the rituals?
Well, I don't know. I don't participate in these rituals.
I'm trying to figure out.
But they're concerning. Local adoption folks have said there's concerns about people using black cats for decorations or even symbiotic possessions. And so I guess the other fear is they just wanted it for the holiday and then they're just going to give it back.
Huh.
So trying to protect the furry friends, Art.
I can get behind that, but I don't feel like you got to the core of why they banned the adoption of black cats. I feel like the black cats are in danger.
I don't think they're in danger.
I think they're in danger.
You can scroll down to the Toronto Sun and read this full article if you'd like. But basically, yeah, that's the sum of it. They're just trying to keep some of these rituals to a minimum. They want to ensure that the animals are safe and in long-term homes and not just up for the weekend for a Halloween party.
I think it's like they're trying to save the cats from like the type of goat rituals that they have.
They might be eating, they might feed them to goats. I don't know.
No, like where they like sacrifice.
Yeah, there's probably some shit like that going on, not far from here.
Well, Spain, I do salute thee for protecting the black cat.
The black cats. What was
El Gato de
El
Negro.
Gato de Negro. What was his name? Your brother's cat.
Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
And he was the king of mischief.
He was a cool cat, though.
Yeah, that was a cool cat.
All right, well, let's keep it moving. So let's see, Art. What do you got coming up next? We got someone that's getting crushed by a car.
Yeah, so somebody got crushed by a car. Somebody stuck with them to help, and some buddies got married later on. So basically, 5 years ago, a guy, look, he was finishing his swim, so I already got respect for this guy.
Solid Lad Swim salute.
Yeah, a solid lad swim salute to you. And Ryan McLeod, or McLeod, however you say that. But either way, man, he was walking, and then he got hit by 2 different cars, and then was underneath the car getting crushed by one. And this gal, Christy Sutherland, witnessed the entire thing. She ran over to him. He was trapped beneath the car after leaving the swim class. She stuck with him and stayed with him and like encouraged him until the help could arrive and like paramedics got to the scene. So he's recovering in the hospital. He's finally coming back to, and he's remembering this girl. He's like, man. So he ends up putting like a Facebook post out there, and I can relate to this because I found my esposa on Facebook.
That's still crazy to
on
me.
Facebook dating. But either way, he puts up like a Facebook post about a stranger that helped him through this accident, this tragedy. And Christy admitted, like after she had her first impressions, she admitted that she kind of found Ryan attractive.
Ooh.
And apparently they ended up connecting off of this Facebook post. She saw it. She replied him. They're doing direct messaging, and they end up getting married later on. So it's like,
what a sweet story.
He had permanent damage to one of his ankles, unfortunately, but he did believe that injury was worth what came from the tragedy. He found his wife, and so like, I don't know if he was like me, never thought he would get married, and then like she comes into his life like an angel at this car wreck thing. He's like underneath the car getting crushed. I mean, what a crazy way to meet. Not only that, but then follow up later on and then end up getting married.
Wild.
Meeting, how'd you meet your husband? Oh, well, he got hit by a couple cars and I was helping him stay alive until the paramedics came. Like, that's a great story. Who's going to beat that?
Right place, right time. You just never knew who you're going to bump into and how love is going to be about. But what a cozy love story that was. Art.
Yeah, I would like to keep it sweet. Thank you, Good News Network.
Great stuff there. Moving on into some not good stuff here. This is my dumbass of the week.
Oh, yeah.
We got a dumbass
We
out
had
there.
to get one of these.
Robert Lopez, dumbass of the week. Calling you out, Robert. But he's where he needs to be. California police arrested 39-year-old Robert Lopez for operating a very large-scale Lego theft ring.
Okay.
This is well organized. This has been going on for a long time. In his Lake County home, they were able to uncover tens of thousands of loose Lego pieces. So he was, essentially trying to put together different Lego kits, put together rare pieces and sell them individually and do different things. Numerous unopened Lego sets, hundreds of disassembled figures organized by facial expression. So like each, you can swap out the heads and stuff. And then he was reselling this. He was coordinating this with retailers, these thefts when the trucks would come in. Mm-hmm. It was almost like some Fast and Furious shit when they were stealing the DVD players.
It's like stealing Legos, though.
Jacking pallets of them.
Damn.
Pallets of them. And was stockpiling this shit, selling it on the black market. He had about $6,000 worth of stolen merch that he probably 30% markup, was making good money on. When the police obtained a warrant, they found a shotgun, a loaded assault rifle, ammo, organized retail theft paperwork, and Then he was charged with receiving stolen property, conspiracy, felon in possession of a firearm. Robert Lopez is in deep shit.
Oliver's trying to resell some Legos in the black market, huh?
Well, we know how popular Legos are.
Yeah.
There is a market for resellable Lego kits because in some markets you have different Lego kits than others, right? You know, like I was trying to find that Ford GT that I had for a minute and I couldn't find it anywhere. And then this guy's like, oh, we got it. Mm-hmm. You know, but they busted him. He's done. He's probably going to be seeing some time.
I wonder how much money he made. Like, I wonder if this was his full-time...
Probably.
Like, his full-time gig was just stealing Legos and reselling them.
I mean, that's a lot of work, first of all.
It is.
Like, when you're doing that much illegal work, why not do some honest work and go earn your paycheck the right way? Because there's no way you're doing all this in under a 40-hour work week. You're stealing it. You got to put it on the internet. You got to ship it. You got to maintain inventory. You got to store it. You got to turn it around. Like Brant Tolbert was telling us with his resale business that he does legally.
Yeah.
He purchases it from the Goodwill outlets and then resells it on his, on his site because he finds rare gems. He told us that's a lot of work just in itself.
Yeah.
And he's doing that legally. This shit's all underground illegal activity.
I mean, look, there's a certain rush that you get when you do illegal things.
I suppose.
So it's legal for people to resell Legos.
You just can't.
And stuff, but he's stealing them in the first place.
He's reselling stolen property.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah. Dumbass of the week for sure. What was it? Robert Lopez?
Robert Lopez, 39-year-old.
Probably Roberto Lopez, 39. You're only 1 year older than me, man. Come on, get your shit together.
Yeah, get it together out there, would you? Well, I'll tell you who got it together. That's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. The World Series Game 1 starts tonight, Art. The biggest spectacle in baseball, 7-game series. If I had to predict, I'm going to say that the Dodgers are going to take it. I'm obviously not going to root for Toronto because they're in the same division as the Boston Red Sox. But I also am kind of tired of the Dodgers winning. But you got to give it up to Shohei Ohtani and the crew that they have, Mookie Betts and the LA Dodgers. They are in it every single year, and I think they deserve another championship. So that starts tonight.
Well, what I got to say to that is, you mess up every couple times in life, that's okay. Because professional batters in the MLB, if you hit 3 out of 10, you're like a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, if you're batting 300, those are all-star numbers.
Yeah, so when I mess up at work next time, I'm going to be like, hey, even they don't hit 100 in the MLB, and they're Major League, baby. And they'll be looking at me like, well, this is not baseball.
This is not professional baseball. This is the real world.
I'm like, yeah, you're going to get reprimanded, Mr. Raw. But that's only because I care more about blasting some automatons and hearing engines roar. Where is NASCAR this week?
Well, we're down to where the Chastain Hail Melon took place a couple years ago, Art. Martinsville, Virginia. It all comes down to this, to transfer into Phoenix for a shot at the NASCAR Cup Series Championship, the half mile, the paperclip, the hot dog capital. Get yourself a $2 fully loaded hot dog at Martinsville. That's one of the coolest things that they offer their fans there. Where else can you get a $2 hot dog?
Costco.
Well, not
it's $1.50.
Sporting venue.
I don't know.
For a $2 fully loaded hot dog.
I don't know.
You know what we spent in Phoenix for 3 hot dogs?
It was like
$58.
Oh my gosh.
So if you're in Martinsville, get yourself a hot dog, enjoy the race. We'll be on this YouTube channel Monday night, Mash the Gas, Sky, myself, Jeff, getting at each other. It's the end of the year. You can tell we're ready for some breaks. If you haven't been tuning in, we've been really giving each other some shit over there.
Oh, that's
And it's
beautiful.
been a lot of fun. Also this weekend, of course, a lot of Halloween parties going on, so be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Always make sure you have an Uber. Drink responsibly and be good to each other.
Yeah, be good to each other. Check us out on the social medias. Happy Friday or Happy Friday USA, or Happy Fry FRI USA on X, and then hit us with an email. We love to hear from you. Let's bring in the weekend.